What's up, everybody? We are back for episode 4 of Peacemaker, so let's get right into it. Alex, when did you see the episode?
I think I saw it, was it Saturday, actually. So yesterday.
Oh, so it's more fresh for you then.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I watched it Thursday night, or I guess Thursday morning, midnight when it had come out. And then I watched it again yesterday, just to, just kind of skimming through so I knew what to put to our show notes.
Nice.
So I had a better idea of what to put for the show notes. So yeah, what did you think of the episode?
No, I liked it. It was really good. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm on this. I'm on the train now. I can't wait for the next episode.
Save. Like, I saw the episode, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't know how you can top this. This is really fun and yet really stupid at the same time.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, even the fight scenes are pretty top notch.
Yeah, the fight scenes are pretty good, unlike another show, but we won't get into it.
The show Div doesn't really. He critiques a lot.
Yes, I critique it a lot because there are issues with it, but we won't get into it in this video, okay?
We will not get sidetracked.
This video is all about Peacemaker. Overall, I thought, with the initial thoughts after seeing it, I really enjoyed the episode. I thought the action scenes were great. I like the jokes. I like their quips. The quips are really great.
Dude, their quips are always amazing.
We can go into spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Butterflies. Butterflies everywhere.
Yeah, so... because the beginning of the episode, it kind of opens up with, obviously Peacemaker and Vigilante coming back into the bus, and they're saying that they killed the butterfly. But as it goes on, Peacemaker finds out that they actually framed his dad, for the murder of that girl/butterfly thing.
Yeah.
And I like the tension between Peacemaker and Vigilante when they're driving to his dad's place.
Yeah. Yeah. With Vigilante still being just butthurt on it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, thanks, buddy. Okay, it sounds like you're mad. He's like, I'm not mad.
So how can I possibly be mad? You really helped me there.
Yeah. He's like, you really helped me there. He's like, you're welcome. The dynamic between John Cena and the guy that plays Vigilante, I think it really works.
It does. They have good chemistry.
It's that nice, kind of natural bickering. Because I also like the joke. Because there's a joke when they're in his dad's, would you call it a fortress? What do you call it again? He's like, it's an interdimensional room.
I would call it that.
Yeah. So when they're in there, and I've heard, Vigilante's like, if it walks like a duck, then it's a duck in human costume. I don't know. and the Vigilante like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And it's like, I'm not a duck.
He totally misses the reference.
He's like, how would I even walk? He's like, my pants would be caught in my webbed feet. It was just like, I don't know, is very, because I love how Peacemaker took everything so literally in that comment.
Peacemaker is kind of really just wholesome all around.
To a degree, he's wholesome yet violent. I think that's the thing with Peacemaker. Like, he has really good intentions, but he's really bad at approaching them.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
It also, when he runs into his dad's neighbor, right? That whole scene where he's arguing with the neighbor. The neighbor's like, Batman's a superhero. And he's like, what do you say? What do you call Batman? Batman's a pussy or something?
Yeah, he's a for not killing his villains. He just locks them up and they escape and kill more people. Yeah,
and Peacemaker's like, all my supervillains are 6 feet under.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you kind of have a point, but at the same time, that's what makes Batman a hero.
I know, right? Yeah. I was like, that's kind of solid, but yeah. I mean, you could argue it's the greater good.
Yeah, true, the greater good. And I like, there's that one moment where Peacemaker mentions that Vigilante, I think he mentioned it to Murn, right? He's like, Vigilante's kind of like,
and Murn's like, so are you?
No, but Murn's like, I know. He just dismisses it. Yeah, and I feel like that kind of solidifies, at least to a degree. For sure, Vigilante is more crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was able to take out those butterflies in the last episode pretty easily.
Bro, he just shot them. He didn't care. He was just like...
He's like, oh, they're evil? Let me take them out. Without question.
And then I like that Peacemaker is essentially, even when they're driving, because, after they stop at his dad's place and he grabs his bag and just puts all the helmets in there.
Yeah.
And then they drive off to, meet with his dad in prison. I like that Peacemaker is basically confronted that his dad is a racist. I like that whole thing where he's like, I don't like my dad. He just says, he makes stuff for me. You know, he like, he says like he doesn't agree with his dad's opinions, but he like was it did he say he loves his dad? I don't remember.
I think he did say that.
He just says he makes stuff for me. Like we agree on one thing, that we need peace. I liked when he's in the prison, he's talking to his dad, and he basically compares himself to a penis.
Like, so funny.
maybe not. Maybe I'm not a shower. Maybe I'm a grower. His dad's like, what?
I'm just like, that is so Peacemaker though. But again, that's like the wholesomeness side.
Yeah, I guess that's right. That's true, because he seems like he doesn't really he doesn't connect what he's saying.
Right.
He doesn't realize how it can come off as dirty or whatnot.
Yeah, it's more innocent.
Yeah, and then I thought it was interesting that Adebayo, while Peacemaker's in there talking with his dad, Adebayo basically convinces Vigilante, or not convinces, but she puts the idea in his head.
Yeah.
To get into the prison and kill Peacemaker's father.
Honestly, at the time, I didn't know that's what she was trying to do. I thought Vigilante came of that idea of his own volition. I didn't think she planted it until she said it. I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Oh no, when she was I remember when she was talking to Vigilante, telling him his father's a bad person, this and that. And I'm just like, okay, she's putting the idea. She is planting the idea. Because Vigilante, he is just very impressionable, I think.
He really is.
When she convinced him, I was like, ooh, the little... I feel like if Bonnie was here, he'd be like, the little drops of Amanda Waller.
I mean, yeah, it's true. But
that's how you know she's Amanda Waller's daughter.
First class Bonnie impression.
Thank you. I'm here all week. But I like that because it kind of hints how similar she is to Amanda Waller, how she's willing to just use people,
even though she's different.
To get what she wants.
She manipulates people for what she thinks is the greater good.
And I also liked the rematch between Peacemaker and Judomaster.
Dude, that was good. Okay, so when I was watching it, I was like, okay, well, Peacemaker's not getting his ass kicked because the plot doesn't need to move further along to where Peacemaker and Vigilante need to get kidnapped.
But I will say, just watching them fight, I was like, damn, Peacemaker is getting his ass whooped again.
Well, I mean, not as bad though.
Not as bad, but I did because at the end of the fight, Judomaster's like, wait, the butterflies, they're not what you think. And then he gets shot by Adebayo. Yeah. My first thought was did she shoot him intentionally to stop him from talking, or was it just more in the moment? She was like, I need to kill someone.
Yeah, she needs to prove that she can kill.
I'm kind of curious about that. I'm also curious, what does he mean by they're not what you think?
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what do you mean? Are they not evil? Are they not trying to invade the Earth?
Yeah, actually, I don't know about that one. That's a good one. Got my brain racking.
We also find out Peacemaker has that butterfly in a jar.
I was like, okay, well, that's what happened. Because, when Peacemaker said, oh, no, I killed it. Yeah, I was thinking, well, we didn't see it on screen. And you know what Paul says? If you don't see the death on screen, doesn't mean they died. I was thinking on the next episode, okay, we'll see where the butterfly escaped to. Yeah. But now he caught it. He has it in a jar.
No, when they asked what happened, he was like, oh, we killed it. Yeah, And I was like, no, you did something stupid. You did something stupid. I know it.
That's so funny. No, I was just going to say, I kind of want to see them try to catch it.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen it, because how did they get into the jar? Because that thing looks kind of heavy. Because, is it able to move the jar itself?
No, I mean, it's just like a big pickle jar.
Yeah, but not like any normal-sized butterfly can move a pickle jar, So the fact that it has the strength to move the pickle jar...
Oh, that's what you mean.
...tells me that it has some density weight to it that it could hurt.
That's a good point, actually.
And then they did answer one of our questions from the last episode that we had, was, where's Peacemaker's brother? Because he had mentioned that he had a brother.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about butt babies.
Yeah, that was one of those questions that you were really stuck on.
Yeah, because I was like, how does he have a brother? How have we not met this brother yet?
I mean, he did mention his brother a couple times.
He did, but not in detail.
That's true. You're just like, your brother was my favorite. He was.
So better. I was like, is your brother alive somewhere? What the heck?
Right, that's why I was like, did he retire? No, he died.
Yeah, no, it turns out he died as a kid.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
It looked like he had a seizure when they showed us, because, they show you a flashback in the movie. Or in the show, I should say.
In the movie.
They show you a flashback, and he just looks like he's having a seizure, so I have no idea what's happening.
He's foaming at the mouth. I was like,
They also answer one of our other questions. Does Peacemaker enjoy killing? It looks like he does not.
No. Yeah, and I mean, in the first episode, first or second episode, that was one of the questions he was actually struggling with. And then Vigilante is like, of course you do. I do.
Yeah. Peacemaker's like, do you think I enjoy killing people? No. I do.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense on why he's able to kill kids. And that's the thing. It's like, in these episodes, we do see him, struggle with that.
Yeah, which I think is very interesting because the whole time, like when we were first introduced to him in the Suicide Squad, like I feel like you're kind of led to believe he enjoys killing.
Yeah.
Because do you remember in the Suicide Squad, he's like nothing to start the day like a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Now I feel like when he references it, it's more of just like it's like a measuring contest. It just feels like he just saying it just sound tough, but really. So I feel like one, he doesn't enjoy killing, but two, he like we were saying before, he doesn't know of any other option but to kill because of the way he was raised.
Right.
Like we saw that flashback of his dad, like kind of making him torture a guy.
He was stabbing the guy. He was killing him.
Stabbing the guy.
I was like, oh shit.
So
okay,
I'm interested to see how that goes because also at the end of the episode, his dad says he's going to tell the cops.
Yeah, and you see his dad make multiple attempts to try to contact the detective.
I liked how. I also want to mention. I liked how when Adebayo admits that she just basically manipulated Vigilante to kill Peacemaker's dad. Mm-hmm. I liked how Murn was like, I thought Waller gave me soldiers. Instead, it's fucking Apple Dumpling Gang.
That was so funny.
And then like, what's the Apple Dumpling Gang? Yeah. Even I had to like, what's the Apple Dumpling Gang?
I was like, yeah, I'm too young for that reference.
I like how Diebeard explained it though. He says they're like a group that always like, what did he say again? He said they're a group that messes up.
Yeah, but for some reason they get it done.
Yeah.
and Murr's like, that's not the point.
That was funny though. That made me laugh.
That was great.
Oh yeah, the ending reveal with Murn.
Dude, that was mind blowing. Like, oh my goodness. I was like, what's happening? Is he a bad guy or is he a good guy? Like, did he turn on the butterflies?
So my thought right now, because I caught it when he was on the phone call and he hung up, his face just went blank. So I was like, oh, he's a butterfly. He's for sure a butterfly. And then you see, he has that bowl of honey or something in the tongue. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna affect the episode. Or the next episode, how that's gonna affect the team.
Jesus. And one thing is, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see why he's been so reluctant in telling people what butterflies are, specifically Peacemaker.
Yeah, because Peacemaker's probably would just straight up shoot him.
Yeah.
Because Peacemaker is like kind of does everything blindly as he's told.
To a degree. Vigilante, he'll do it.
Yeah, he would not bat an eye.
No, like especially when he infiltrated the prison.
Yeah,
it's kind of comical how he did it.
Oh, he just like
dragging that trash
can. Yeah,
I was like, what is he doing?
And then I remember he sits with Peacemaker's dad and his crew. And he just like, oh, like, let's talk about music. Yeah, like black music. They invented rock and roll.
I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. He's antagonizing.
Yeah, and then he gets into a fight with them. Did you catch at the end he kicks one guy in the face and then he starts limping? And I was like, oh, yeah, his pinky toe.
I was like, oh, good catch.
I was like, oh, his pinky toe. I totally forgot about that for a second.
You're like, if he did not limp, I would not have known.
I'm wondering how he's going to... Because he seemed really bummed that he wasn't able to kill Peacemaker's dad.
Oh, yeah, because he thought he failed. I was going to say, especially when he was like, you're a bad dad, which gave it away that, oh, someone's trying to kill him on behalf of Peacemaker. So, Dad's
yeah,
like,
which I was like, you dumb...
Yeah, you did not have to say that.
It's like he felt like he needed to one-up him for some reason.
Oh, yeah, because you couldn't antagonize him to hit him first.
So then he basically just gave it away that he knows Peacemaker. Oh, that reminds me of when Murn is like yelling at them, like, you convinced Peacemaker's best friend to kill his father. And Diabeer's like, he's like, Eagly. What was that? Eagly's best friend. I want to make it clear so that Hardcore didn't think we said Eagly in there to kill her.
That was so great.
Like,
she's like, why would I think an eagle would infiltrate the prison?
He's like, I don't know. You're pretty stupid sometimes. Like I put in my sick times, and you think it's really because I'm sick. He's like, I don't think that you're sick. I know that you're just cutting.
That was so great.
I feel like the banter in this show just works.
It really is.
It's very natural.
Yeah, it's top notch. It's enjoyable too.
And it doesn't take you out of the show too much.
No, and it's not cheesy.
I mean, when it is cheesy, I guess it's on the nose. It's very on the nose.
Yeah.
Like it knows it's on the nose.
Like it knows it's cheesy.
It's not like trying to turn something cheesy to be serious. Overall, I enjoyed episode 4.
Same. I can't wait for the 5th one.
Yeah, what do you think will happen?
Oh, dude, I mean, definitely get more of Peacemaker's dad.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he tells the cop.
Well, I'm kind of curious if he's going to be able to. Because, I mean, the guards could just simply say, oh, no, we're not going to let you talk to a detective.
Because he's mentioned it like 2-3 times now. Where he's like, let me speak to Officer... I forgot the officer's name. He calls her Officer Song. I think that's what it was. And I'm just like, oh, I feel like they're gonna have her in there. Like in the next episode, he's basically gonna spill the beans. I am curious to see how Adebayo adapts. She one-shot Judomaster. I'm also curious to see how Judomaster wakes up.
Dude, right? I'm like, how is he not dead yet?
Yeah, because he got whipped like so much. He got beat up. He got shot. And he's still alive. He got shot like literally right in the chest.
Yeah, dead center. And I'm like, okay, I guess you can survive that. But I was like, they just patched him up. They didn't even take the bullet out.
They didn't take him to the hospital. They just patched him up, put some IVs, and they're like, all right, we're good.
Just like, Jesus.
Yeah.
The ragtag team.
Hey, maybe he just needs a ragtag kid.
Yeah, really.
And that's our video for the day, guys. Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought of episode 4 of Peacemaker.